I think for me, yeah, I guess it kind of is. It's like taking the electronic sounds of what was going on in the '80s new wave, and there's like two things. There was like there was like metal, you know, and then there was the pop metal, like hair metal, and then there was this new wave thing that was going on, and there was 100 bands that all had one hit, and they were all kind of cool, except for like Depeche Mode that was the cream, and they're still here today, thank God. But yeah, it was like, to me, it was like merging those two genres, and it all kind of came out of Industrial City, like the whole kind of things, it was like the wax track scene, Chicago, and then there was, a few things happening in Detroit. We were from Cleveland, and, we'd play, it was like the whole Rust Belt all along that thing where it was kind of depressed because all the steel mills were shutting down. We were losing all of our jobs, and everybody was kind of angry, and it's just oppressive 7-month-long winters. It's just all bad, and nobody wanted to be hair metal. Nobody was happy enough to run around, singing Thompson Twins style stuff. So it was this new way to incorporate the technology of the time. PC was being invented, the new little Macintosh, the original Mac and stuff like that. All that was happening all at that same time. And for me, yeah, it was a locale, and it was a mixture. It was a locale. It was the invention of the PC and electronics, and MIDI had just been invented at that point as well. I mean, there were synthesizers before, giant patch bass and stuff, but sampling had just become invented. EMU had invented, the emulator and the Emacs were both just happening in the early 80s. And so, like, all these emerging technologies were all happening at the same time as these two giant genres. So for me, industrial was a locale, a technology, and a mixture of what else was happening in music at the time. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be there were like angrier lyrics of despair and just negativity, because again, when you're just bludgeoned with just incredible winters that just made it impossible to do anything. And again, Cleveland, Cuyahoga River was on fire. That's a famous story everybody likes to talk about. And I'm from Erie, so Erie is exactly within 10 miles. I am not even kidding. Equidistant between Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland. 3 cities that just got pummeled. Just the worst. While the rest of the '80s, it seemed like the world was all buying BMWs and doing cocaine under Reagan. It was just like our neck of the woods was just in trouble. And yeah, so there was a lyrical kind of, I think, thing that happened too. And then there was also, bands like Skinny Puppy that, Vivisect 6, they started, getting political. It was like a political outcry against what I was just talking about, all this like yuppie thing that was happening as well. And our part of the country was just ignored, and at least in our eyes and stuff. And not that everybody was always political, but then you could also have lyrics that were more prog, like that were sci-fi and weird for no real reason, much like Rush would have done, or any of these other bands that would do just kind of weird, Dio and stuff, kind of Sabbath, sort of stuff. So yeah, so you could get some of this stuff over from all these different places as well. Oh, absolutely. I mean, God, the British have influenced everything, but from day one, really, more or less. But yeah, sure. I mean, there's always been that sort of thing. I mean, a lot of the new wave bands I was talking about are pretty much all British. I mean, Depeche Mode, The Cure. Ah, man, I wish I could think of them all. I'll just run some of the few. Yaz, Erasure, Thompson Twins. Although, yeah, they were British, right? Even though they moved to New Zealand. Coil, Psychic TV. I mean, you name it. I mean, they were all British. Ministry wasn't British, but he certainly wanted to sound like he was. Sorry, Al. I love Al. He's still a good friend. But yeah, it was just, we were all influenced,